Hey guys, so I was fortunate enough to be one of the first people to play Umbrella Corps when I was flown down to Capcom HQ in London to get to play it ahead of release date and give my feedback on it. So I'm going to give you guys my review of the game from what I got to see. So what is Umbrella Corps? Umbrella Corps is a shooter based in the Resident Evil universe and played on a selection of Resident Evil maps. Note that it says it's based in the Resident Evil universe and that it's not a Resident Evil game. Don't expect to go into Umbrella Corps and find a survival horror. What you should expect is a rather solid shooter based around mid to close range combat with a rather unique environmental hazard in the shape of the zombies. For all intents and purposes, the game plays like a generic shooter with shotguns, assault rifles and PDWs along with a sidearm. You also get an incredibly fun and customisable melee weapon in the form of the Brainer. Brainer kills are generally glory kills, which leave you open to gunfire while performing them, but they also really annoy your opponents. The unique part of the matches are the zombies. As a fresh spawn, you've got nothing to worry about because you come equipped with a zombie jammer on your back, which means that the zombies basically can't see you. But one shot to that, and you'll not only be facing down against the opposing team, but also a horde of vicious zombies. Your character is also equipped with terrain spikes, allowing rapid scaling of walls to get height advantage and to juke zombies. You're also equipped with a tactical shield, which is basically a chunk of metal on your arm that allows you to let zombies chomp down your arm so you can use them as a makeshift bullet sponge. Something that I've yet to mention is the single player element in the game modes. Single player is actually a rather tough you versus the zombies shoot 'em up, with a collection of different game modes ranging from shoot zombies, collect drops, to collect all the briefcases on the map, to killing special zombies. These modes are carried forward into the multiplayer with the addition of some more regular modes such as basic TDM, VIP and King of the Hill. The most interesting mode to me, and unfortunately one that we didn't get to try out, is the One Life mode, an elimination style game mode where tensions will be high as you don't get to respawn, hence the name, One Life mode. As we've come to expect with games of this type, your characters and weapons are also highly customisable, with various different colour and accessory choices for your online avatar. Certain items are however locked behind the single player and online challenges, as we have come to expect. But enough of the synopsis, let's get to my review. I'm going to preface this with the fact that I was playing the game in a controlled environment with a specially set up account that already had everything unlocked, so I can't really comment on the grind or anything, but I'll do my best to portray my experience. So first off, and one of the most glaring issues that I found, was that there was a bit of a balancing issue with the shotguns being extremely powerful and there really being no need for any other weapon to be used. All of the maps that I played on except one were very close combat, and the shotgun's range barely made any issues for it, especially when you can just duck behind a corner and blast people blind fire as they run at you. I was a bit disheartened by the lack of a long range option at first, as this is my usual playstyle. Yeah, scumbag sniper. But after playing through the map, there really isn't any need. They were obviously going for an intense breach and clear room by room playstyle, which I'm alright with. The game did, however, feel very run and gun, but I feel that the main draw to this game, for me at least, is going to be the One Life mode. Personally, I prefer death has consequences kind of playstyle over the infinitely respawning, try to get the highest KDA style as TDMs. On a more positive note though, the game does have a single player, and the single player is pretty decent. It's tough, it's hard, and I enjoyed the time that I spent with it. But I can see it getting pretty repetitive. It's pretty long, it's got a bit of a story attached to it, but unfortunately I can definitely see it feeling really repetitive after a while with it, because you're essentially playing the same game modes over all the different maps multiple times. I think if they wanted to combat this, they probably could have done with a co-op mode. I mean, history has shown me that I'll play even the most repetitive drivel if I'm playing with my mates. Something else that I'll always say with any online competitive game is that it could really benefit from being able to play against bots. It basically allows you to future-proof your game against low online populations, or for those days where you don't want to be playing against a horde of screaming 12-year-olds. I noticed while I was playing that there's some sort of online leveling and challenges with different weapons, etc. that has come to be the norm with this type of competitive shooter, but as I said before, I can't really comment on it due to it having an already maxed out account to play on. Another thing I can't comment on is any latency issues, because we were playing over a LAN. One issue, however, that I had with the customization is that there is zero customization of your character's legs. So I had a pretty cool black and white character looking slick as all hell with the same generic legs as everyone else. Just kinda sad. Screw Umbrella Corps, I want Fashion Corps. So that brings us to the price. It's currently priced at $24.99, that's in pounds or your regional equivalent, which includes the Fashion Victim pre-order pack, which has got some extremely gaudy colour choices for your character if you're that way inclined. Additionally, you can pay an extra £8 if you want to get the deluxe edition and play as one of either Chris, Leon, Jake, Barry, Hunk and Wesker. The deluxe edition on Steam says that it includes a weapons pack, or it includes weapons, but as far as I was concerned it was only visual changes and nothing pay to win, although that's yet to be seen when the game actually comes out. So what's my overall opinion on Umbrella Corps? Well, it's a pretty solid shooter for a decent enough price. I really enjoyed my time with it. As a result, you'll probably be seeing some coverage on the channel, whether it's just a stream or a regular series, but as with all games, I'd recommend waiting until you've seen some actual, uncensored gameplay before making your decision. I'm a bit disappointed that Capcom haven't given out review copies of the game prior to release, so that we reviewers could give it a proper assessment, but I've been told that this wasn't by choice, but rather there was some internal issues getting the keys out. Now, for all you Resident Evil fanboys who've been getting your knickers in a twist about Umbrella Corps and how it's not a real Resident Evil game, well, you're right, it's not, but never claimed to be. Resident Evil 7 is coming, just wait.